Hello guys, today we'll see chemical test for aldehydes, ketones and carboxylic acid. So first test is a test for carbonyl group, that is 2,4-dinitrophenyl hydrazine test. We can also say this as 2,4-DNP. So aldehyde and ketone both possess carbonyl group. So both reacts with 2,4-DNP to form yellow or orange color precipitate of 2,4-dinitrophenyl hydrazone. Next is Tollin's test. In Tollin's test, when aldehyde is treated with Tollin's reagent, that is ammoniacal silver nitrate solution, they form silver mirror on the inner side of the test tube. And ketones does not give this Tollin's test. Reaction is given below. RCHO is aldehyde. Tollin's reagent is AgNH3 twice, whole bracket plus, and plus 3OH minus, that is in basic condition it will give silver mirror. RCOO minus will be the byproduct with water as well as ammonia. So only aldehydes gives Tollin's test, ketones does not give Tollin's test. Next Fehling's test. So aliphatic aldehyde gives Fehling test and ketones do not give this test. So aliphatic aldehydes when warmed with a few drops of Fehling solution gives a reddish brown precipitate of cuprous oxide. So Fehling solution is given, copper 2 plus and OH minus. They are treated with aliphatic aldehyde RCHO. So we get a red brown precipitate of cuprous oxide, and from that we can conclude that in given compound aldehyde is present. Okay, ketone do not give this test. Next test is iodoform test. It is given by acetaldehyde, acetone or any other ketone having at least one CH3 groups. So such ketones which have at least one CH3 group and acetone and acetaldehyde, only these gives iodoform test. So when they are heated with alkaline solution of iodine from yellow colored precipitate of iodoform, so they will give this test. NaOH plus I2 gives NaOI, and that when treated with ketone it will get converted into carboxylic acid and iodoform. Okay, treatment of that with ketone, and further the intermediate is treated with NaOH and will get ultimately salt of carboxylic acid and iodoform. So in this test iodoform is formed, therefore this test is known as iodoform test, and it is given by acetaldehyde, acetone or any ketone having at least one CH3 group. Now let's see the test for carboxylic acid. First is litmus test. Blue litmus paper turns red. So that happens when carboxylic acid solution is dipped in that litmus paper is dipped, which is blue in color. So blue litmus paper turns red when treated with aqueous solution of carboxylic acid. Phenols also give this test. Alcohols do not respond to this test. So this test is given by carboxylic acid as well as phenols. Why phenols give this test? Because phenols are also weak acids. Alcohols are neutral, so they will not give litmus test. Then next test for carboxylic acid is sodium bicarbonate test. Sodium bicarbonate is baking soda, NaHCO3. So when carboxylic acid is treated with aqueous solution of sodium bicarbonate, brisk effervescence is observed and CO2 gas is evolved during the reaction. So carboxylic acid with NaHCO3, that is sodium bicarbonate, will get salt of carboxylic acid, water plus carbon dioxide. So carbon dioxide is evolved in this reaction and brisk effervescence is obtained. Phenols and alcohol do not give this test. So from that we can distinguish carboxylic acid with phenol as well as with alcohol. Next is ester formation test. So when carboxylic acid are warmed with an alcohol, example they have taken ethanol, in the presence of small amount of sulfuric acid. So sulfuric acid is acting catalyst here. A fruity smell of ester is obtained. So whenever carboxylic acid reacts with alcohol, every time we get ester as the product, and esters are having fruity smell. So from that we can detect that ester is formed by reaction of carboxylic acid with alcohol. So that's the ester formation test, and we can detect formation of ester by fruity smell. Next, last test for carboxylic acid is distinction between formic acid and acetic acid. So Tollens reagent test. So formic acid reduces Tollens reagent to metallic silver, but acetic acid does not. So the reaction is given: formic acid plus Tollens reagent plus OH minus gives silver mirror Ag, and CO2 gas is evolved, and ammonia and water are the byproducts. So formic acid reacts with Tollens reagent to give silver mirror, but acetic acid do not react with Tollens reagent. Similar kind of test is of mercuric chloride test. So formic acid reduces mercuric chloride into mercurous chloride, which is having white color precipitate. So formic acid reduces mercuric chloride to give white precipitate of mercurous chloride, while acetic acid does not give this test. So formic acid plus HgCl2 gives Hg2Cl2, that is mercurous chloride, which is giving white color precipitate. HCl and CO2 are evolved. So from that we can distinguish between formic acid and acetic acid. That's all. Thank you.